There is a car sitting in a garage right now that can hit 310 miles per hour, pull 2.8 G-forces through a corner, and lap the Nürburgring faster than almost anything that has ever existed. It has 1,825 horsepower. It weighs less than a Toyota Corolla, and you will never, ever be allowed to drive it on a public road. Not because you can't afford it, though at $4 million, you almost certainly can't, but because what Bugatti built with the Bolide is so extreme, so far beyond the boundaries of what road laws even contemplate, that it exists in a category entirely its own. This isn't a supercar. It isn't even a hypercar. The Bolide is something else entirely. A statement about what happens when engineers are told to ignore every rule, every compromise, and every restriction, and just build the most extreme machine physically possible. To understand why the Bolide is so extraordinary, you have to understand where it came from. For years, Bugatti had been building cars for the road. The Veyron, the Chiron, the Devo, each one pushing the boundaries of what was street legal. But inside the engineering department, there was always a different conversation happening. A quieter one. What if we didn't have to worry about airbags? What if we didn't need headlights or door handles or a trunk? What if the only goal was pure, unrestricted performance? That conversation eventually became a concept in 2020, and when Bugatti unveiled the Bolide at a private event, the reaction from the automotive world was immediate and unanimous. This was unlike anything they had ever seen. Within months, the concept became real. 25 units for $1 million each. Every single one sold before the public, even new full production was confirmed. The centerpiece of the Bolide is Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, the same basic architecture that powered the Veyron and Chiron. But what Bugatti's engineers did to that engine for the Bolide is almost violent in its ambition. They stripped it down, rebuilt it for maximum output, and pushed it to 1,825 horsepower. For context, a Formula 1 car produces around 1,000 horsepower. A Bugatti Chiron Super Sport produces 1,600. The Bolide doesn't just close that gap, it blows past it. But power alone doesn't make a car fast. Weight does. And this is where the Bolide becomes truly remarkable. Using a monocoque chassis made almost entirely of carbon fiber with titanium bolts throughout 3D printed titanium exhaust components and bodywork. So thin, it's measured in fractions of a millimeter, Bugatti brought the Bolide's total weight down to just 1,240 kilograms, roughly 2,730 pounds. That gives it a power-to-weight ratio of 1.47 horsepower per kilogram. To put that in perspective, the Chiron, already one of the most powerful road cars ever built, has a ratio of 0.91. The Bolide doesn't just improve on that. It makes the Chiron look slow. One of the most striking things about the Bolide when you see it in person is that it looks like nothing else. Not like a Bugatti, not like a Ferrari or McLaren or Porsche. It looks like something that was designed entirely by airflow. And in many ways, it was. Every surface, every curve, every vent and channel and fin on the Bolide's body exists for one reason: to manage air. The front splitter generates massive downforce at high speed. The underbody Venturi tunnels, inspired directly by Formula 1, create a ground effect that sucks the car toward the track with forces that increase exponentially the faster you go. The rear wing is adjustable, capable of producing nearly 1,800 kilograms of downforce at 320 kilometers per hour. That is more than the car itself weighs, at full speed. The Bolide is being pushed toward the ground with a force greater than gravity. It is, in the most literal sense, faster because of physics. Getting into the Bolide is not like getting into a car. The doors open upward. You lower yourself into a carbon fiber shell that wraps around you like a piece of armor. There is almost no sound insulation because sound insulation has weight. The steering wheel is covered in buttons and dials like a race car. The windshield is small and raked sharply forward. When the engine fires, the cabin fills with a sound that owners describe as almost physical, a pressure you feel in your chest more than you hear with your ears. The Bolide accelerates from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.17 seconds. It hits 124 miles per hour, the speed most cars never touch, in under 5 seconds. Its theoretical top speed is 310 miles per hour, a figure that hasn't been officially tested yet, but that Bugatti's simulations and aerodynamic modeling consistently confirm. When you brake, and braking in the Bolide is its own experience, carbon ceramic discs that run at temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius slow you with a force that pushes you forward against the harness straps, so hard that first-time drivers describe it as physically shocking. 25. That is the total number of Bugatti Bolides that will ever exist. Not 25 per year. 25 total forever. Each one was priced at 4 million euros, approximately $4.5 million, and every single one was allocated to existing Bugatti customers who had already proven their commitment to the brand. You couldn't just walk up and write a check. Bugatti was choosing its owners as much as its owners were choosing the car. This isn't unusual at the very top of the automotive world, but the Bolide took it further than most. Buyers were interviewed. Their track records, literally their records at the track, were evaluated. Bugatti wanted to know that the people who would be driving the Bolide were capable of handling it. Because a car with this much power, this little weight, and this level of aerodynamic aggression is not forgiving. It does not make mistakes easy to recover from. The Bugatti Bolide will never be remembered as the car that changed daily driving or made getting to work more efficient or democratized luxury in any way. That's not what it's for. It will be remembered as the moment when one of the oldest names in automotive history decided to answer a question that no one had officially asked, but everyone in the industry secretly wanted answered. How far can you actually go? What does the absolute limit of internal combustion performance look like when you remove every constraint and just build? The answer is the Bolide. 1,825 horsepower. 1,240 kilograms, 310 miles per hour, and a rule that in some strange way makes it more desirable than any car that's ever been street legal. You will never, ever be allowed to drive it on a road.